Hey everyone. Okay, lesson 84. We are still speaking about time. Now it's about ordinal numbers. So now we combine ordinal numbers with time. Um, I think this lesson is shorter than the previous one, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's easier because now we're combining some concepts. So let's see what happens. So, just looking at the picture, it appears that our first dialogue is about a guy at a hotel. It looks like a hotel, and he's checking in, and his arm is in a sling for some reason. Let's see what these two gentlemen have to say to each other.
Здравствуйте. Я заказывал номер в отеле.
Здравствуйте. Ваша фамилия и номер вашего заказа.
Сергеев Альберт. Номер заказа не помню. Вам звонила моя помощница.
Может быть, вы помните, какого числа она звонила?
2 августа.
Одну минуту. Нашел. Заполните, пожалуйста, анкету.
Не могу. У меня рука болит. Вы можете мне помочь?
Хорошо. Когда вы родились?
23 февраля 1975 года.
Длительность проживания в отеле?
Я буду здесь с 15 августа и, думаю, до 3 сентября.
Ваша помощница забронировала номер только до 2.
Это не проблема. Я доплачу.
И еще. Номер вашего паспорта и когда выдан.
583600 выдан 3 апреля 2002 года.
Спасибо. Это все. Вот ваши ключи.
Спасибо.
I just want to say, I think I said several lessons ago that cardinal numbers are numbers like first, second, third. I think that was a mistake. My apologies. That's ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers are numbers from like first, second, third. Cardinal numbers. Actually, hold on. What are cardinal numbers now? It's a bit late now because we're several lessons past that. But let me just see. Cardinal numbers then are. I'm just looking it up quickly because I just want to make sure. Right. Okay. Sorry. A cardinal number is just a normal number. A cardinal number is just a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An ordinal number is first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I got that backwards. I'm just realizing it now. Okay, anyway. Better late than never. Okay, so what do we have here? So let's go ahead and go through the dialogue again. So someone says,
Здравствуйте. Я заказывал номер в отеле.
so he says, hello, I am, or I booked a number in the hotel, a room in the hotel.
Здравствуйте. Ваша фамилия и номер вашего заказа.
Hello, your family name, so your last name or surname, and the number of your order.
Сергеев Альберт.
That's his name.
Номер заказа не помню.
I don't remember the order number.
Вам звонила моя помощница.
So my assistant called you.
Может быть, вы помните, какого числа она звонила?
Maybe you remember when she called.
2 августа.
So 2 Августа, on the 2nd of August. Keep in mind that in European languages, people usually say the day before the month. In American English, and also to some extent in Canadian English, because it derives a lot from American English, it's common to say August 2nd, but in European English, it's more common to say the 2nd of August.
Одну минуту.
Одна минута. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. 1 minute.
Нашел.
I found it.
Заполните, пожалуйста, анкету.
Nashol just means found, but you don't say I found it, you just say found. Fill out, please, this form.
Не могу. У меня рука болит.
I cannot, my arm is sick, or I guess my arm hurts, or my arm is injured.
Вы можете мне помочь?
Can you help me?
Хорошо. Когда вы родились?
Okay, when were you born?
23 февраля 1975 года.
So that was his birth date. 23-го, so the 23 Fevralia. So the 23rd of February. And then he gave the year, which was, right, 1900, so 1975. 1975th year, so 1975.
Длительность проживания в отеле.
Length of your stay at the hotel?
Я буду здесь с 15 августа и, думаю, до 3 сентября.
Okay, so what is your length of stay at the hotel? Я буду здесь с 15 августа и думаю до, what did he say, 3 сентября. So I will stay beginning with the 15th of August and I think until the 3rd of September.
Ваша помощница забронировала номер только до 2.
Только до 2. Your assistant booked the number or the room only until the 2nd of September.
Это не проблема. Я доплачу.
That's not a problem. I'll pay for it.
И еще.
And also,
Номер вашего паспорта и когда выдан.
Number of your passport and when when issued. When was your passport issued?
583600.
So 583600 is his passport number.
Выдан 3 апреля 2002 года.
Okay, so Выдан 3 апреля, so issued on the 3rd of April in the year 2002 года, so in the 2002nd year.
Спасибо. Это все. Вот ваши ключи.
Спасибо.
Thanks, that's everything. Here are your keys. Thank you. Okay, so ordinal numbers, first, second, third. So, седьмой этаж, for example, 7th floor. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. So, time of the day, yes, первый, второй, третий, четвертый. So these are the ordinal numbers, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. Right, here's a table of ordinal numbers based on cases, which is very important. You need to memorize all this because I'm not even joking. You actually do need to. I mean, you don't need to memorize all that right now, but at some point in time, this becomes important because the cases are important in Russian. So, yeah, there's all this, and that's it. That's hopefully all we need to know for this lesson. So, like I said, this is a fairly short lesson, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's easy. This is a little bit. It's not simple, at least. I mean, it's not super difficult, but it's not simple. Okay. Я написал свой something стихотворение, когда я учился в something классе. So I wrote my first poem when I was in the first class. I guess in American English you'd say in the first grade. Первый класс means I was in the first grade of school. So what did I do? I wrote my first poem when I was in первом классе, in the first class, or in the first grade. На second курсе университета я познакомился со своей будущей женой. In my second course at university, meaning in my second year of university, I met my future wife. That's sweet. So, на втором курсе. Мой друг живет на 5th этаже. My friend lives on the 5th floor. На 5м этаже. На something месте sportsman is Francie. So on the 3rd place, in the 3rd place is the sportsman or the athlete from France. or an athlete from France. So на третьем месте. После something курса он бросил учебу в институте и пошел работать. After the fourth year, because this is still about university, I think. So after the fourth year of university, presumably, он бросил учебу. He stopped studying. Okay, yeah, at the institute. He stopped studying at the institute and found work or found a job. So, после четвертого. So, right after the fourth year of studying at the institute, he left and found work. Она часто вспоминает о своей something любви. So she often remembers about her first love. Первой любви. Something cosmonautom был Yuri Gagarin. The first cosmonaut or first astronaut was Yuri Gagarin, which is something Russians are very proud of. So just no, it's not just Первый, it's Первым. Первым космонавтом. There we go. Он родился something января. So he was born on the 10th of January. Он родился 10 января. Недавно они купили something машину. Recently, they bought second car, or they bought their second car. Вторую. Они купили вторую машину. Recently, they bought their second car. And вы стали нашим 100 покупателем за этот месяц. Поздравляем. You became our 100th customer in this month. Congratulations. So, the word here is сотым. You became our 100th customer for this month. Okay, cool. Test 3 or exercise 3 is this test. So what do we have here? Он не любил рассказывать о своей something жене. So he didn't like talking about his first wife, первой жене. He didn't like talking about his first wife. Мы пришли сами, so we first. Okay, so we arrived first. Первые. За этот год она поменяла уже something работу. So, in a year, he already oh, I see. Okay. In this year, she already started her third job. Okay. Третью, so she's a job hopper. Okay. Между something и something этажами случился пожар. So between the okay, I see. So 7th and 8th. Okay, so between the 7th and 8th floors of the building occurred a fire. Okay, so what's the correct form here? Седьмым and восьмым. So between the 7th and 3rd floors of the building there was a fire, or occurred a fire. Она нашла вечернее платье только в something магазине из тех, в которых она была. And the numbers there are forms of 10. So she found вечернее платье, an evening dress. Только okay. She found an evening dress only in the 10th store in which she was. Okay, so she needed to go through 10 stores to find an evening dress, I guess. Okay, десятом in the 10th store. Дети сдают выпускные экзамены в something классе. So the children take their that children do or take their final exams in the 11th class, in the 11th grade. Okay, I see. Одиннадцатом классе. There we go. Okay. Okay. And we saw this before about Pushkin being born on this date. Okay, and finally our test. So it says here you can use any search engine to look up the answers just for doing it in Russian. So this is basically, you don't need to know the answers necessarily. The point is just here to learn Russian. So it's a little bit of fun. You're not necessarily expected to know all of this off the top of your head, but it's a little bit of fun. And the point obviously is to try to do it in Russian and not your native language. So Christoph Kolumb родился. So Christopher Columbus was born when? Actually, these are both basically forms of the same number. So 9 Oktября, so the 9th of October, 1451. That was the year he was born. That is the correct form there. Piotr I родился, so the Peter the First, also known as Peter the Great, was born. I'm not going to read it. This is the correct form. He was born in this year. Napoleon родился. So Napoleon was born in this year. Martin Luther King obviously was born when? The correct form is this one here. Leo Tolstoy. In English they call him Leo, even though in Russian they call him Lev. Lev Tolstoy родился. So Leo Tolstoy, author, of course, of War and Peace and Anna Karenina, was born when? In this year. Oliver Cromwell. Getting, okay. Oliver Cromwell was born in this year. Jeanne d'Arc. Joan of Arc. I guess in French, in French they write here d'Arc, with a D and an apostrophe like that. So Jeanne d'Arc, but of course in English they just call her Joan of Arc, was born in this year. And finally, Giuseppe Garibaldi. Garibaldi was born in which year? The form is this here. There we go. And actually, we didn't need to look anything up. So I thought that we might need to look up some information on the internet, like using a search engine. But actually, both answers were the same number. It's just different forms of the same number. So we didn't even need to look up the information. All right, lesson completed. So that was that. So, not extremely difficult, but I mean, not simple. It takes some getting used to. So this was the first dialogue. This was this part here. This was this test, and that was this test. I'm not going to click through these, but actually, I guess I might as well. This is a short video anyway, so I might as well just briefly click through these and just see what we have here. It's not like this video is over long. All right, and then the final test here. Christopher Columbus, Peter I, Napoleon, Martin Luther King, Leo Tolstoy, Oliver Cromwell, Joan of Arc, and Giuseppe Garibaldi. So, okay, that was it. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was lesson 84. See you next time at lesson 85. Until then, bye-bye for now.